Yeah, and some of the senior colleagues from our southern part of India also, yeah, they have participated to this session. So once again, I couldn't find this kind of introduction till now, and what HT Patil sir has given my introduction to you all. So it was really unique introduction. And again, I would like to say that it is again opportunity for me that we are living in a small city like Barodara, where it is very easy to connect with all such organizations. And our seniors, like in ISTD side, Dilip Desai sir, Vivalai side, ST Patil sir, Innovation Council, Madhu Bhai Mehta sir. So they are very generous, and this is the one of the advantage that we are able to learn from them. We are able to get some idea from them. So having such seniors, so you said in Guru Purnima that one day someone has asked to Govinda that Guru Govind दो खरे काके लागू पाँव बलिहारी गुरु आपने जो गोविंदियो बताए. So for me, the mentors like S.T. Patil sir, Dilip Desai sir, Madhubhai Mehta sir, and my professional boss as L&T and all. So they are my Devta, they are my God, and from them I'm able to understand something, and from them I'm just going to share my idea. So someone has said that when learning becomes twice, when you share something. So if I'm learning, if I'm not stop sharing those things, again my learning will stop. So with that motive, with that objective, we keep on doing such kind of activities, and definitely we get a feedback. And Yuvalai and ISTD and other things, whenever we propose such topics, we get a wonderful feedback from the mentors. You do this, then topic will be like this. Then advantage will be there. It will be very impactful. So we are able to get the feedback. So once you get the feedback, we'll be able to modify the topic or modify the talk, whatever you can do some marginal improvement. But if you do not get any feedback, you will not able to do any improvement to that. So thanks to again ST Patil sir for giving this platform to me. So I'll not talk much about emotional well-being right now, because I think Patel sir has made our job very easy. He has talked about the emotional well-being. It is a very complex topic as well as multidimensional topic. We'll try to understand throughout this journey. So once again, welcome you all to the platform of Yuvalai. So hope my screen is visible now.
Yes, except that you may have to make a full screen.
Yeah.
Done. Yep.
Yeah. So topic and I would like to clarify that how emotional well-being is different from physical, social, as well as mental well-being. Sometimes we confuse ourselves and we say that well-being is well-being. No, well-being or healthiness, these are the two different topics. You are healthy, it doesn't mean that there is an absence of illness. Correct? So you are physically fit, it doesn't mean that you are doing emotionally well. You have a good social connection or circle, it doesn't mean that you have a good emotional well-being. So emotional well-being got a different dimension, and that we are going to discuss in this presentation. So before we go to the presentation part, my request will be there that I need support from you all, and I seek your support for making it more engagement. And nowadays the sessions are becoming very micro, or you can say the nano learning sessions. So where in 1 hour we need to cover all those things. So until or unless you are participating in this talk, we cannot make it that much engaging or impactful. So before I proceed, I request you all to unmute yourself. Let it be noisy little bit. I take permission from Patel sir that everyone can unmute your mic, and we are mature enough. If any disturbance is there, we can again mute ourselves. So kindly unmute yourself. We'll start with one of the interesting activities that is called mic testing. Before we proceed, we'd like to ensure that your mic, your audio settings, and everything is working fine, so that we can proceed further smoothly. So unmute yourself. Hope you all have unmuted yourself.
Yes, many have.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
So,
yeah. What we are going to do is, I'll connect individually, one by one, in a serial number, correct? And I'll ask them to give a signal, whatever I've written on the slide, 4 times go, 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 go. So what is the unique in this is you have to modulate your voice, you have to change your voice, you have to change your tone. You cannot repeat whatever someone has already demonstrated or said. So shall we start this activity?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
What we are going to do? We are going to say 4 times go, 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 go.
And that in a different way,
Yeah, different.
right?
Different style. So I would like to start with Patel sir.
Go, 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 go.
Okay, next. They cannot copy your voice. Sir. Yeah. Next, I'll go to Nirali ma'am.
Go, 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 go.
Unique, unique. Anirudh sir from Surat, one of my mentor.
Go, go, and go.
Very good, sir. Yeah, nice. Khan sir,
Go, 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 go.
unique, sir. Unique style. Chintamani sir.
Go, 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 again go.
Yeah, we can see the individual styles. It is very unique. Ramesh Kumar sir.
Go, go, go and go.
Very good, sir. Unique. Ramkesh ji from ISTD, one of my close friend.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah. Very good, Ramkesh ji. Ajit sir. Yeah. Anil Kumar sir from Kochi.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, really interesting, sir. Ashwini ma'am. I will connect to HM Padaria, sir.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, I'll go to HM Padaria, sir. Not able to connect. I'll go to
बैटरी
Harish, sir.
डिस्चार्ज करनी है इसको
Harish, sir.
बहुत अच्छा
4 times you have to say go in a unique way. Okay, we'll move to Haridas, sir. Niyant Pandya, sir.
Go, 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 go.
Again, one of our mentors, Jagdish, sir, from VIC. Shukla, sir, are you there? Jigar Mehta, sir.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah. Khyati, ma'am. Molly, sir.
Go, 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 please.
Yeah, Molly, thank you. Santosh, sir. We are not able to hear you.
go 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 go
Excellent, sir. Excellent. Shivam, sir.
Go, 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 go.
Shivangi, ma'am. Shivani, ma'am, is there? We connect to Soman, sir. Sir is also not there. Okay, no issue. So thank you. So have you enjoyed?
Yes.
And what was the objective behind this exercise?
Make sure that people are awake
Yeah, correct. Sir. And again, they have the connectivity.
or they're
With the
connected. They're
facility.
connected well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So we'll move to the next slide. The next slide says that it's a polling time. Again, it is a democratic country. So before we proceed for anything, we must take the mandate of our peoples or our participants. So what you need to do is, again, I'm going to trouble you.
Yeah. കോവിഡിന്റെ മരുന്നൊക്കെ
So
Anshu,
go to the
I'll mute people, huh? Because when
no
they
issue,
are
sir.
home,
No issue.
yeah,
Now it is done.
yeah.
The exercise is done. Now we'll move to one exercise that is nothing but you have to poll. You have to give some response to few questions. You need to visit slido.com and enter the code 3456. So I'll be guiding you. I'll be helping you to reaching slido.com. So
How do we do that?
yeah, I'll guide you, sir. So I'm going to on screen, just typing slido.com. Just entering it. Hope you all are able to follow it.
So
First website.
we have to do this?
Yeah, yes, sir. It's mandatory.
Oh, so we'll have to ourselves got into a
No issue, no issue. If someone can do it easily, it is okay. Otherwise, we'll just go with the whoever is able to manage this.
I also have to learn, so we'll do that.
So link is also there in chat box. You can directly click. So those who are accessing direct URL, you just enter code 3456. The moment I enter, I'll go to poll part, second window. So did you get any question there?
शिवम, तू पहुंचा है वहां पे? शिवम, ख्याति, नेहा, आप कर पा रहे हैं?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the moment you respond,
Bilal, yeah, good Bilal.
so few response I have received. I have just asked, what do you mean by emotional well-being? And I'm just getting few words: satisfaction, engagement, mentally strong. I request only one person has voted till now. Yeah, now it is coming happiness. Please do vote. Content within, yeah. So till now I received only 2 votes. Okay, so these are the probable word which we can understand from this poll. That once you ask about the emotional well-being, we well understand the topic. Emotional well-being is nothing but some of them have replied as satisfaction. Someone has replied as engagement. Someone has said that to manage our emotions is emotional well-being. Someone said that mentally strong. If you are spiritually fit, if you are living a happy life, if you are living a content life, you are emotionally stable. So there are so many response I could see on the screen. Correct. So it made very easy to understand what is emotional well-being. Correct. Yeah. So now I'll move to the next question. Next poll. The question is very simple. It is asking, are you satisfied with your life or not? It is very subjective question. I'm awaiting for a few more response. So the ratio is 70-30. 70% or 73% right now. We can see on the screen. And now it has decreased. Okay, so we can consider 70-30 as a ratio. So 70% of our total audience are satisfied with their life, whatever they're leading or living, and 30% need improvement. Correct? That is the idea we can get out of this poll. Okay, I'll go to the next questions. The third question is live on your screen. So you can see the result. 50% people are feeling that always they can feel a sense of accomplishment for what are the job they do. Now it has reduced to 44%. So again, it is a 50-50. And 11% audience said that still we have not observed. Okay, so we close the poll here. We got the idea of emotional well-being. We also got the idea about our satisfaction, whether we are satisfied with our life or not. We also understand our self-accomplishment through this poll, and we'll be discussing this throughout this presentation. So thank you all once again for supporting us with this activity. So I'll move to the presentation once again. So this polling part we have done. I'll just go to the history, a little bit flashback on Mr. Viktor Frankl. He was one of the neurologists, famous neurologist, as well as psychiatrist, and as well as a famous philosopher of Vienna. He had been kept in Nazi German's camp, and once he returned from that camp, he lost his father, mother, brother, wife, and everything, whatever he had. We can imagine the mental state of a person who is returning from such a situation. And still he was able to manage. He became one of the famous psychiatrists of the world. He has written the book, Man's Search for Meaning. This is very popular, all of us know. When he returned from the camp, the manuscript of that book was ready with him. So we can understand the mental state, the emotions, the capability to handle with those negative emotions, and how he has coped up with those situations. That calls again the emotional resilience. So this gives one idea that in our life also, several times we are getting a negative feedback or bad time, we are suffering through the bad time. But again, we come up, we stand up, and we start performing. So that is all about the emotional well-being. So emotional well-being is a state, there is a reference line from where you are going upward as well as going through the downward. And we need to again come to the reference line. So if you are going upward, it is nothing but your positive life. And if you are going downward, means nothing but your negative state. And again, if you are coming to the reference line at the midway or midpoint, we can say that you have emotional stability. If we are not able to do that, we keep on in negative state or we keep ourselves in the positive state, then we say that ati sarvat bharjate, too much is excess for all. So here is one important concept in emotional well-being. There were two school of thought. One school of thought has said that emotional being is a part of hedonic system. Hedonic system, once we say that, means it talks about your happiness. So if you are happy, directly we can conclude that you have a good emotional well-being, or you are living a life of emotional well-being. Correct? You are feeling the emotional well-being, experiencing emotional well-being. The second thought is said that it is a eudaimonic. Eudaimonic means it is a need-based satisfaction. So if my needs are satisfied, then we can say that we are living or enjoying a life, or we have a good emotional well-being. But before that, if we touch the point hedonic concept, it says about the purpose. What is the purpose of my life? So on the screen, you can see that there are three different objects. One is nothing but a sewing machine, one is knife, one is axe. So every equipment, every component having some purpose. correct? So knife is also having some purpose. Knife is also being used for cutting the things. Same time, axe is having some purpose. It is made for some purpose, and it is existing only if there is a purpose for it. Once there is no purpose for this instrument or equipment, like sewing machine, if tomorrow some new technology is going to come and it is not going to exist in the market, then purpose of this instrument or equipment is going to die. So similarly, in our life also, we having our own purpose and we are serving those purpose. So until or unless we are serving those purpose, our life are satisfied, and we can say that we are leading a life of emotional well-being. The second concept says that how negative emotion is affecting our entire system. Negative emotions is nothing but it is just like a dirt. If you put a handful dirt to the crankshaft of this car, what is going to happen? Definitely the performance, the productivity of this car is getting affected. So similarly, the negative emotions, we are keeping the negative emotions or depositing to our mind bank or memory bank. Definitely our productivity is getting disturbed out of this. So if we have two choices, definitely we'll try to deposit only positive thoughts to our mind, and whenever required, we'll just withdraw the positive thoughts from or positive experience from our mind. So one negative emotions can affect your entire system, right from psychology to your physiology. Ultimately, feeling is nothing but a one word. How do you feel? I am feeling happy. It is a one word. But same feeling become thoughts. So thought is nothing but one sentence. I am feeling happy is a one sentence. And again, your thoughts will become your opinion. And opinion will become your belief. Belief will become your attitude. Attitude will become your behavior. Correct? So once negative thought is started coming into my mind, my entire system is getting affected and my behavior is going to change. Everyone can see my performance or productivity or engagement. So that is all about the emotional well-being. So once you are doing emotionally well, it means you are satisfied, you are giving the productivity, you are well engaged. Same time, your immune systems are also functioning well. So that is the advantage of emotional well-being. That's why we're talking about the emotional well-being so well. Now, before emotional well-being, what is emotions? Emotions is nothing but again a state of mind. So basically there are 6 to 11 type of emotions. If you mix happy or sad, then again mixed form of emotion will come. That's why it is the 6 to 11 type of emotions. So we understand when we feel happy, when we feel sad, what causes us to become sad and what causes us to become happy. So once we are aware of all those facts, it is very easy to manage. So that is nothing but self-awareness of all my emotions, whatever coming into my mind. We understood this emotional well-being. Now we'll understand that what are the factors which is affecting our emotional well-being. So there will be 2 basic factors. The first factor is nothing but your proximal sources, and the second factor is nothing but your contextual sources. So proximal sources is nothing but something which is very close to you, like your peers, colleagues, your family members, your neighborhood, your workplace, your company, your organization, your institution, your college, schools, which is having directly influence to your life. That is called proximal sources. So if I get some appraisal or appreciation, definitely I'll feel good. Same time, if I'm getting commented, I'll not feel good. So these are the sources from which our emotions are regulated. If you're getting support from our subordinate or our seniors or our colleagues, definitely my emotion will be very healthy. There will be positive thoughts for them. So these are called proximal sources which can affect your emotion very easily, and there will have impact of their whatever triggers from these proximal sources, there will be effect on your emotional system. Now when we talk regarding the contextual sources. Let's take one example. Tomorrow we are going to read the newspaper, and the first news will be like this: Gujarat government issued new guideline, no Garba in Gujarat this Navratri. How do you feel? As a civic society, how do you feel? Correct. It can affect our emotions if we are a really Garba lover. Correct. And for a student, if there is a notification that mandatory exam for final year student in August, start new session in October by UGC. So till now we are thinking there is no exam. Suddenly someone has proposed a new exam system for us. So again, it is regulating our emotions. Correct. Same thing in technology and trend. If Jio come up with a new offer or package, we can feel happy or bad about this. So again, it is regulating my emotions. So ultimately, once you say contextual sources, means these are the different sources which affects my emotional well-being indirectly, not directly, indirectly. The first thing is nothing but the policy. It may be your educational policy, social policy, economical policies. It may be our technology and innovations. There may be global issues and trends, what we are facing right now since last 2 years. That is also affecting our emotions. I'll not take the name of that issues, but definitely that is affecting our emotional state and the cultural value and cultural respect. So definitely, if we are in Bhutan, the Bhutan is one of the country which talks the progress in terms of gross national happiness, GNH. And we are in the country where we measure the product or development, economical development as a GDP, gross domestic product. So their approach is again hedonic. They feel that happiness is everything. And for our government or for our society, the approach is something like eudaimonia, where we say that we are living in a consumer society, we must satisfy our needs. So what is happening? Every time needs are created and we are still not satisfied, because again, new norms or new needs are being created each and every day. So what's happened once you are positive, you have being the positive thinking. So ultimately, something is called chemical of emotions. So that chemical name is serotonin. So once you feel good, once you feel happy, this serotonin is nothing but one of the neurochemical, which is getting released throughout your body. And you can visualize through a different stage. If you're having the happiness stage, or if you're having the sadness state or surprise state, you can see the conditions. You can see the positions of these molecules. So again, it is a choice. So if wanted to become happy, definitely this chemical is getting released throughout the body, and again it is improving our immune system. So as I said, our emotions and immunity are having the plasticity. So emotions is also having plasticity, and immunity is also having the plasticity. So emotions, once you're changing the emotions, your immunity system is also getting affected. If you're having good emotional response, your immune system will also respond well. And if you have a bad emotional response, your immune system is also getting affected with that. So something is called EIL, emotionally induced illness. Before 2 years, one of the agency has surveyed and they published the data. In a hospital, 7 out of 4 beds are occupied by EIL patients. Those are suffering from the emotional disorder. Those are suffering from the emotional stress. So ultimately, it is going to affect your immune system. And once your immune system is affected, you are giving invitation to the several diseases. Now, once again, I would like to check the mental well-being. So for this mental well-being, I think you can see one puzzle on the screen. Once again, I need your support in solving this, so that we can say that we are in a good state, cognitive state, or mental well-being is there. So shall I repeat the situation, or you are able to see it from the screen? You can unmute again. Yeah. Can someone help us by explaining the situation, what is mentioned on the slide?
There is a bridge and there are 4 people
Yeah,
who can cross the bridge in different times and only one torch is there.
yeah,
So 2 people can walk on the bridge at a time.
yeah,
Um, and together if they will move at slow pace.
yeah. So these are the 3 conditions. You have really explained very well, Shivam sir. And do you think that they will be able to cross within 15 minutes? So again, it is a challenge. We should come up with the answers. What should be the sequence and whether they will be able to cross this bridge or not within stimulated time. I need the answer from my young friends of ULI. Is it really difficult? So I'm not getting any response. Shivam, so are you able to come up with the answer?
Sir, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, first, can I reply?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
First, let 1 and A and D should go. They should drop A. D should come back. He should take 5 with him. Then D should get dropped and C should come back. And then he should pick up B and both can cross.
Yeah. So, sir, we start from the basic. If you are saying A and B is going, the first trip, there will be 2 minutes.
No, A and D. I'm talking D.
So, in first trip, there should be 8 minutes. Correct. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then who is coming back?
D is coming back.
D.
D is coming back and pick up in 5. C.
So again, D is coming back. Means 8 plus 8 is 16 minutes.
Oh, it is like that only.
Yeah.
Sorry, then I am wrong.
No. Yeah, you have just given a idea. We can solve it. Hope you have understood now. I'm expecting some young mind.
Yeah, I think Himanshu, these online talks are just to relax and listen, but that's not the way. We would want that people really actively involve themselves. These are the things which will really engage yourself mentally.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I have a solution.
Yeah.
Sir, first A and D should go.
A and D. D for Delhi.
A and yes, sir.
Yeah.
A and D. So it will take 8 minutes.
Very good, sir.
And then A will come back.
D will come back.
A will come back.
So 8 plus 1 is 9. Next.
Okay, and then 5 and 1 should go.
So again 5. 9 plus 5 is 14.
Okay, now we have.
So it is a good food for thought. So if you permit me, then I leave it here. We'll proceed further, and we may think after this presentation also. If someone is able to come up with the answer, they can say that, yeah, I have come up with the answer. No issue. We can try afterwards also. Yeah. Now, so again, we'll come back to our basic topic. The basic topic says that Why we are not able to solve this problem right now? Maybe due to recreational power, or maybe we have not taken the enough rest. We have directly returned from the office, or maybe from college, or maybe from some social works. Correct. So there was a king section, and he said that 24 hours should be divided into 3 parts. So 8 hours you should focus on your work. 8 hours you should have a rest, and 8 hours you can do some recreational activities like this. So definitely in this world right now it is not balanced. We could not have the 8 hours for recreational activity, but definitely we'll have 2 hours or 3 hours or 1 hour. So once we start dedicating those hours for our recreational work, definitely we are improving our emotional well-being. So what is happening in case of stress? So if you do not have any hobby to pursue, definitely all stress are with us. And once we go to swimming pool, once we go to park, once we go to the field, definitely whatever stress was there throughout the day, we are getting relieved out of it. So this is one of the important concepts. We must balance all of these three. Attention to work, definitely when we are working, the focus should be towards the work. When we are taking the rest, definitely the rest would be enough to perform the next activity. And once you are doing some recreational activities, you should forget all those things. So interest should be like this. Once you start doing that thing, you forget rest of the world. So once it is there, that passion is there, never your emotional being is getting affected. And here I can again seek your opinion. Who has started this Jadoo Ki Jhappi?
Munna bhai.
Yeah. So, and after that, what trend has started? I think Sanjay Dutt has started a new trend. He's a trend setter.
Yes.
Yeah. So what happens once we start the Jadoo Ki Jhappi? Well, once we extend the Jadoo Ki Jhappi, what happens? What other person gets out of it?
A satisfaction kind of feeling.
Yeah, satisfaction kind of thing. So once we can't say it is a depressed. Once we are in low emotions, we need some support. Correct. We need some transition. Just like a new plant, a baby plant needs supports while growing. So definitely we need support. We cannot say that we can manage by ourselves. We need a good friend. We need a good mentor. We need a good family members who can support in such situations. And there is nothing wrong in taking the support from them. It is just like plant, once it start giving the fruits, before that it is taking the support from the others. So same thing is true in this emotional well-being also. Sometime in our life, there may be situation where we'll have a low kind of emotions. And that time, if we have some good friend where we can exchange those thoughts, ideas, feelings, definitely our improvement, our states are improved. It is just like, in house wiring and all, we are putting one earthing, earth wire. What is happening? So whatever excess current is there, it is flowing through the zero potentials. So it is getting one path, it is discovering one path. At the same time, when there is a excess of this negative emotion, we must search for a path or connections through which we can pass it. If you are keeping with yourself, definitely it is going to disturb. It is developing as emotional stress. So before it develops as emotional stress, we need to pass it or absorb it. And it is very true in human being as well as reptiles as well as mammals, where this limbic brain system is there. Whenever we get such threats, we'll have a condition, either we have to fight or we have to fly, we can freeze or we can respond. And this is very natural. So sometimes if negative emotions are appropriate, it gives capacity to fight with the dangerous situation. You imagine you went for some trip and suddenly you saw one tiger is coming towards you. So definitely your system will start responding to that. You start flying or you start responding to that to tiger. Correct. So once you start decided that we have to fight it, yeah, we should come out of this dangerous situation. Your entire biological cycle, physiological system, everything is getting giving support to you. Wherever there is a excess of oxygen, where there is excess of blood, everything is started moving from the low important area to the high important area. So it is giving a strength to fight with that conditions. And there is no alternate. Either we should fight it or we have to flight. So someone has said that those who does not fight, another day he has to fight. So we cannot escape with those situations. So today, if I'm not able to manage those situations, definitely I am going to face the same situation next time. So better we manage this. So once negative emotions is appropriate, it gives capacity to fight with that situations. It alerts you, it develops your capability. But if negative emotions are inappropriate, in that case, it prevents you from the thinking. So yes, negative emotions is also important, but it should be very appropriate. So again, it is a choice. You have a two glass. One is sun glass or gloomy glass. Second is very transparent. So once you see with this gloomy glass, what we are going to see? You are going to see everything very dark or distorted. Once you start giving a new light to the situations, everything will be very colorful. So it is again a choice. We wanted to have this gloomy glass or we wanted to have this transparent glass. So we need to have a different outlook towards such situations. And ultimately, believe me, that mans are the manufacturer of their own happiness. So we are the CEO of our own factory. And if we are the CEO or production manager of our own factory, definitely we produce the good products. We are not going to produce the defected products. So if happiness is in our hand, definitely we'll start producing or manufacturing the new happiness by own. So ultimately, if happiness is being manufactured or being made inside this system, and it is very easy to do that, definitely we'll start doing that. So instead of having negative thoughts, we start cultivating the positive thought inside our system. So as I mentioned again, happiness is a choice. Someone choose. Someone, I think Abraham Lincoln has said that I have only two choices. One choice was that to be happy, and another choice was to be unhappy. So I have chosen to become happy. So everyone having the two choice, either you should become happy or you remain in a state of unhappy. So it is very easy to select, and you can see that one of the example of Mother Teresa. She has chosen that, okay, I wanted to be happy, and she has done a lot of social work, and throughout the life she was very happy. So I can give a plenty of example. We can also have a plenty of example around us, and out of that we can see that whether it has chosen or it was enforced. So ultimately, happiness or sadness, it is nothing but self-chosen process. So this is one of the very catchy picture that I have captured day before yesterday when I was going through this Vogodia road, and I have seen this kid who is studying at the roadside, and it given the idea all about the happiness. So William James, who is also known as father of psychology, he only started the psychological teaching in USA in 18th century, and he has very well defined happiness. Happiness is nothing but accomplishment versus expectations. So if you wanted to increase happiness, it is again mathematical formula. If you increase accomplishment, your happiness will be increased. And another way, if you decrease your expectations, your happiness will increase. So seeing this condition situations, what is happening? He has reduced his expectations. So whatever resources he had, he has started utilizing. Instead of sometimes we are crying for iPhone, we are crying for iPad, we are crying for other resources. But whatever resources he had, he has started utilizing those resources, and he's still happy.
Himanshu, this is really very good. Normally we take examples from the net which is available, whereas here you have clicked a photograph of a city in Baroda and a student really studying. Look at his condition. Very good, Himanshu.
Thank you, sir. So these are the thing where we can connect to the people, because it is around us and we can easily feel that, yeah, it is happening. And it is not only in our area, in every area these conditions are there. There are some few people where they are managing themselves with the low expectations, with the low resources. So this is the only mathematical formula where happiness fit into. Otherwise, there is no any mathematical rules which is getting satisfied with the in case of happiness. The math says that once you distribute something, it is getting decreased, and if you share the happiness, it is getting increased. So others rules are not applicable in case of happiness. This is the only mathematical rule which is applicable in case of happiness. So to remain happy, you either reduce expectations or increase your achievements. So again, happiness, we need to understand the happiness in terms of what type of happiness, whether it is a pleasure or it is a casual, causeless, or sustained happiness. So pleasure may be like, if I'm giving chocolate to this kid, he maybe remain happy for another 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, again, he'll come and he'll ask for another chocolate. Correct? So it is again human psychology, once you have this pleasure moment, your dopamine is released to your mind and you feel happy. And again, another 5 minutes, again, it is come to the neutral situation or neutral positions. So this happiness is not a happiness, real happiness. This is a pleasure, and there is a difference between pleasure and happiness. So it is called causal happiness. Since you have given something, I am happy. Something is called momentary happiness. So what will happen? Suppose I'll tell you that you got a lottery and you won almost 1 crore. What will happen? It will be, you will be remain happy for maybe for 1 year, another 1 year, and after 1 year again you come back to the neutral situation or normal situation. So it is again momentary happiness. It is just for a moment, just like a flash in a pan. It evaporates like anything. But we are looking for the sustained happiness. Sustained happiness means the happiness remains in the same state where we were. Just like Bhutan, as I said, that still people are measuring their happiness in terms of gross national happiness. And they are doing whatever they have written or whatever they are expressing. The another concept which improve our emotional well-being is nothing but the mindfulness. So mindfulness is nothing but, it is again moment to moment experience. If you start enjoying the present time, the present moment, it becomes the mindfulness. So either it may be in walking, it may be in reading, it may be in, while you are exercising, it may be while you are meditating. So once you start experiencing each and every moment by forgetting the past, and if you're seeing the past with different outlook, then it is called mindfulness. You start feeling the something good out of whatever you are doing. So it's all about the mindfulness. So once we say the mindfulness, this is one of the things that we can correlate with the mindfulness. Just recall when you had this last time. So almost maybe all of us, for some of us, it may be a decade. For some of them, it may be for last 2 years. Since last 2 years, they have not seen this item. Correct. So what is happening once we are taking these peanuts and we start chewing? So again, mindfulness kind of exercise we are doing. We are enjoying each and every pieces, and we are feeling the taste of that pieces, and we are enjoying for those moments. So this is called the simple example of mindfulness. So again, how we can improve? Suppose in case of anxiety and all, this color breathing exercise is very important. Many practitioners suggest that if you do this color breathing exercise, definitely you will be able to come up out of this anxiety state. And it is not for the only people who are there in those states. It may be useful for us also when we start feeling a color of happiness. Like maybe we can start imagining that we are taking a blue color, inhaling blue color, and again exhaling the complement of blue color. It is nothing but the yellow. So we can pick based on our choices. So blue color is considered as a color of relaxation and peace. So we can choose blue color. Someone can choose green color. Again, it is again a natural color, or it's also color of healing. Again, orange color is nothing but a color of fun. So red color is the color of energy. So different type of colors are there. Based on our personal preference and choices, we can start picking those colors, and we start practicing this kind of breathing exercise. Definitely it is going to give a good result to us. So at last, there should be a something take away from this emotional well-being. So there is only five mantra, that is called Panch Mantra. The first mantra says that connect with the people around you. So improving your emotional well-being, if you are well connected with your society, if you are well connected with your family, if you are well connected with your friend circle, if you have a good network, you are exchanging the ideas, feelings, thoughts, you remains in a good condition. Second mantra said that be active. You start doing some exercise, start doing taking participation in some of the activities. Correct. So once you are active, you start feeling that yes, I'm in that conditions. The third, take notice, means a small change we can start noticing around us. So it is nothing but the mindfulness. Sometime in a hectic schedule, we forget to see that what is happening around us. So once we are noticing something, maybe in the early in the morning when we get up and we are noticing the entire nature, it gives a new feeling to us, a new sense to us, a new feeling to us. The fourth says that keep learning. So at some stage we say that no, we have learned a lot, we should stop here. No, so yes, if you start learning new things, you are engaging yourself into the new activity, and you are in still a good condition, you are maintaining your emotional well-being. And the fifth is start giving something to someone. It may be time, it may be your skills, it need not to be money only. You need to support someone, you wanted to contribute to something back to the society. So once we start practicing this, the feeling of gratitude and feeling of other things will start coming to us, and we feel that yes, we are also important to this society. We are also acknowledged. So these are the basic five, uh, what we say, the tips for the emotional well-being. Be connected with your society. Sometimes it happens that even we are not able to acknowledge our neighbors. We meet two in the market and we say that somewhere I have seen you, and the second person has replied, maybe in Facebook you could have seen me. So this kind of society where we are living, so we need to improve. Definitely our improvement, our well-being is getting improved out of it. So I'd like to conclude with this. So for one of the player, someone has asked that, she was very equity, and someone has asked that how you are able to defeat the person in that particular game. She said that for a right attitude and one arm will beat the wrong attitude and two arms every time. So in Hindi we say that यूं ना करो फैसला मेरे हार जीत का, मेरे चेहरे से वाकिफ हो मेरे हौसले से नहीं. So haussla is also very important, and it also giving a lot of support to us. So I would like to conclude by playing a small audio, and then we'll move toward the conclusion part. So please allow me to play this audio. So thank you once again. I think we have done with the presentation. The last word I wanted to say is the well-doing is a well-being. So if you're doing well, definitely it is improving our well-being. So with that word, I'd like to conclude this session. So thank you for listening me, and I hope that we are on time. So
Yeah, very much on time.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Once again,